Let's get into this, man, because speaking of the home, the turf right here, Ice-T, who is an OG, yeah, original gangster. God love Ice-T, man. Ice-T repped LA, repped my neighborhood, repped the hood I was around, the hood I grew up in, like for real, in like mid 80s. And that felt good, I can't lie. Even though it was some gangster stuff and some crazy stuff, it still felt good. It was Ice-T talking about exactly where I live. So that was weird. So I get when people talk about representation, even though I don't need it, I feel the love from it, right? So I get it. Ice-T was talking about his wife because everybody went in on his wife with a bikini photo. And y'all know his wife, Coco. Let's just say like less is more for her. She wears, what she want to wear. But Ice-T ain't got no time for y'all. He ain't got no time for y'all judgment right here. He said he had to hit back at some people over some posts that she had on social. So she had a bunch of posts. I'm not going to get into that because that's not why we're here. We're here for the life lesson that's in these posts, right? So one person was like, she's a mom. Do you want your daughter to dress like that? Think about it, right? All right. We always got, look, that's the beautiful thing about this world. Like, I remember when I found out that Japan was to the east of us, but also to the west of us. And remember that? Remember that day when you realized the world was round, but more importantly, you could go both places, go different directions, and get to the same place. I was like, damn, that's dope. I just see that like when we comment, when we all have opinions. That's why I don't do rights or wrongs. And when I do, check me. I don't like right or wrong. I like learn or unlearn, like borrow. We got to borrow from each other because we do it anyway. So I hate when we act like, oh, no, this is my stance. This is where I am. And then you're over there. It's like, dog, come on, get some of this. And I'm going to get some of that. Let's just go there. Okay. So that's one side of this saying, oh, look at her mommy and her and all that stuff. And then somebody else wrote, if you have a problem with Coco, why do you still follow her? Weirdo shit. Guess who that is? That was Ice-T. Right? And then it's like crazy. Like you got one side, like you're not representing the titles that you hold, right? Your positions in life. You're a mother, right? You're a wife and all that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about this right now. So, the swimsuits, the outfits, oh man, thinly veiled, as they would say, her in her bikinis. Let's get into this. This is where I thought this was interesting. I'm not trying to be like tabloidy and all that. I'm trying to get into life lessons. A lot of times the stars show us the lessons. That's to learn. There's a conversation that needs to be had about natural power versus natural beauty. And if you really want to designate what that is in terms of their natural possessions and attributes, that's man and woman, right? Natural power and natural beauty, right? Whether it's what you get from nature or what you're getting from nurture, they combine to some of the borders that represent man and woman, right? Think about it. Like a man grows up and he is totally in the know of his power, right? You don't think so? Okay. Watch men through sports, okay? Watch men through interaction. Like men are into the power and how that helps them climb the hierarchy, how that helps us have dominance. And it's not just physical power. Like you have to go out into the world to provide. How do you provide? By flexing your power, by trying to dominate, to try to accrue, to bring back to provide, right? That is what we do. Men are like just naturally wired to do that. Now, that doesn't mean every man does it or every man is as powerful, right? We know that there's levels to this. Oh man, so you're like the power of a man is okay for society to see it flexed. That's just the way it goes, right? But then it ain't the same way when you flip it. When you look at a woman and her natural beauty, right? And I'm not talking about, oh, she fine. I'm not talking about, oh, she is beautiful. I'm talking about their natural beauty, the ability to attract others to provide and make life. That's their beauty. Like seriously, like just straight up. Like, damn. And there's somebody for everybody. So if you don't think she cute to somebody else. You ever go to the airport? Airport is the best place in the world, especially international terminals. I love people watching at the airport. I'm damn near missing all my flights because I'm looking at people. I'm just like, damn. And look, some of them just fine as they all outdoors. You're like, what country is that? Like, where's she going? Where's her layover? Like, you like, damn. Looking at the wife, I'm like, what the? She's like, yeah, I don't know what that is. And, dudes too. Like, dudes coming in there looking like they straight from a photo shoot. You're like, God dang, dog. All right, respect. But then there's some booger wolves too, right? You're like, ooh, wait. But guess what? Half the time the booger wolves be having somebody right with them. Locked arm, right? And I'm like, it doesn't matter about that. I'm not doing that value judgment. But there is a natural beauty. And people, you look at the countries, you can look at the garbs. It's different. Some people just dress. You can barely see their eyes, right? And then there's some people, man, they ain't good luck getting some clothes on them, right? And I think we need to just remove the value judgment when we see that, because we have removed the value judgment when we see a man flexing his power. Yes, we do. Because when I flex my power, oh, Marcellus, you the man. Oh, I see you, big dog. You killing it. Oh, all that. Nothing, right? But when a woman flexes her beauty and all of a sudden lets out those pheromones, that unspoken language and communication that gets to the others, that opposite sex, and they like, oh, it don't matter if she a 10 or 9 or 8. Kevin Samuel said you can't say 7. So 6, 5, it doesn't matter. That's it. And I love Ice-T for this moment. One, sticking up for his, right? That's our code. That's what we do. But 2, he recognizes that she's just tapping into her natural beauty. Now, here's the rub. I don't want my daughter tapping into her natural beauty and flexing like that. But that's not for me to fully have authority over, right? She's 24 years old. Now, my little itty bitties, I'm trying to raise them to not do that as well. And my daughter, frankly, is not like that. Now, we got family members that are like that. Like, yo, less is more. But I remove myself from trying to judge them, just saying, look, there are appropriate times. Like that cocktail party I went to, it wasn't appropriate for me to wear my cargo pants. And I was about to wear my cargo pants because I was about to flex my power. I was about to flex. I'm me. I'm walking. I'm Marcellus Wiley. And they're going to let me in regardless. And they're going to give me that same handshake. But I know in their head, they're like, look at this. Look at this dude. Or they not. But that ain't what I should be doing, right? I'm subscribing to that moment, to that environment. She poolside. She chilling. She got a whole lot. And nothing to hide. Nothing, at least nothing on to hide it. All right. And it's just weird. Like, I see that. You go to Vegas sometimes, you see somebody, like, you just in Vegas walking down the street, bikini. And it's like, whatever, it's Vegas. But then you see that same person posted, and you're like, why is she doing that? She a mom. It's like, what? I just saw a mama walking down the street, the strip in Vegas, chilling with a 20-foot slushy that got Long Island in it. You know what I mean? Like, all I'm here to do is talk through these things with you guys and us to start peel back the layers, because we getting conditioned to be binary. We getting conditioned to be on the side. We getting conditioned to point at somebody. We getting conditioned to judge, which is no problem with judging, but now your ass gonna get judged. So you better be careful of the games you're engaging in. So I love the fact that Ice came to her support, her rescue, if you may say that. And also the fact that he's like, dog, I'm not going to tell her to take it off. I'm not mad at it. And if you don't like it so much, peace. It's kind of like when I see some people see some of my comments. I like Will Kane because I work with Will Kane. Will Kane's amazing. Like every time I had to sharpen my sword a little more, I was like, I'm going against Will Kane today on First Take or whatever it may be. That sucker there, he a lawyer? Sucker smart as hell. Damn, people say, oh, Marcellus like Will Kane. So that means Marcellus likes conservative white guys, Republicans. He's a sellout. And I'm like, dog, like Ice-T, if you don't feel me, keep listening to me. If you don't, you can write all the hate stuff. I'm not responding. I read it, though. It's all good. And if you don't really feel me, peace. Like, it's all good. It's 7-8 billion people in this world. I ain't going to miss one, but I'm trying to get them all, right? That's how the game goes. So I'm interested in what you guys think about it. Do you guys support Ice-T supporting his wife right here, right? Was the wife bikini photo appropriate? Look at me, though. No, I'm not answering for y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it, because I am open to what you guys are saying. And you think she should be posting these type of photos on social media, especially when you got a 7-year-old daughter. All right, I know a lot of people are going to be on both sides of this, but we're here to discuss it. This is the safe space, even though ain't no place safe. For real, man. So just remember, man, like our natural roots, right? With nature, our connection to nature. That beautiful unspoken language that we all possess. Men possess the unspoken language that I could go tackle those animals. I could go out there and gather us something and bring it back and provide, right? That's a natural language unspoken by men, right? Not everybody taps into it or taps into it to the same degree, but that's a natural language. That's what we emit. Same thing with a woman. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like they just walk out and you're like, Yeah, imagine being a Neanderthal. Oh man, they had it simple. And it was a wrap. That's how they had the Mac. Now we got to shoot a DM, make sure it's on vanish mode, make sure ain't nobody screenshotting it. Oh man, this is a whole different animal out there.